Hey everyone, so today I'm going to show you how I plan for my month. Today is May 19th, and so usually around the middle of the month I start planning for the next month. So today I'm gonna plan for June. As you can see here, I already have some stickers on here. That's because I have my whole year in here, January through December. All my monthly spreads are in here, and they already have some stickers just for holidays, main due dates like taxes and vacations and stuff. So I just have minimally those stickers here throughout the whole year. And then as the month approaches and I'm ready to plan for it, I fill it out a bit more. So I wanted to show you guys some of the supplies I use. So I pulled out these stickers. I always use headers, and I'll show you how. I have color dots, some icons, some removable labels, which I showed you guys in an Instagram story. In case you didn't see it, I use removable labels in some of my planning because these are kind of things that I had to move around a lot. So I went ahead and started filling stuff in just to make the video go a little bit quicker. And then I have our monthly kit for June, the bucket list. I have sheet A, sheet B, sheet D, C, sheet D, sheet E. I don't use all of these sheets for my monthly planning. I mainly use sheet A, and I use the other sheets for weekly and daily planning, but I just brought the whole kit out just to show you guys what I'm working with. And if I do need some extra stickers, I have them there. And then I also print out or pull out some of these inserts. So I have my monthly spreads already in here, but I use 4 planning project planning sheets every month. So I pulled out 4, and then this insert, which is not available in our shop because it's just one I made specifically for my shop. I also print out a fresh one each month. So I have those ready. And then I wanted to share with you guys some of the tools I use. So I have my slice tool on hand just in case I need to trim any washi or stickers. And then I have this stencil just for the straight edge to use with this slice tool. And then I also have my tweezer for laying down small stickers like icons. I have my scissors here. I have a friction eraser to go with my friction erasable pen, and I have my gray mild liner. And then usually I have my iPad or my iPhone next to me to look up any calendar dates that I might need to put on here. But for the sake of this video, I pre-planned in my Hobonichi cousin. So the way I start out is this little bookmark here. For when I'm planning my month, I put this bookmark in my monthly goals and tasks section. And then if I'm planning my week, I move this bookmark to my weekly section, and the same thing with my daily section. But today we're focusing on the month, so the bookmark's here. I have my major goals for the month. This is just covered here because it's personal information. I have some recurring tasks for the month, and then I also have some recurring tasks for the month over here, which is more like specific, like week specific. So all of this information I transfer into my monthly spread and my project planning pages. So I always reference this every single month when planning for a new month. So just to start out here, I start off with my headers, and I'm going to set everything up first, and then I'll come back and fill it in. So right now I'm just going to lay down some stickers. Later on I'll write in my top 3 goals for the month. And then this is like just a running task list of things that I would like to get done during this month. So here I'll put personal. So I put personal first. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take out these pages just to make it easier. All right, this will be easier. And let me zoom in just a little bit. All right. So I split this task list into two sections, personal tasks and business tasks. So that's why I have these headers. I do sell headers in the shop, but they're not these specific headers. I just made these. If you can see, it says SI monthly because it's just very specific to my needs. Then I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then this is the halfway mark where I put business tasks. So as tasks come up and I need to put them here, I separate them here. These are like not date specific. And then here on the bottom, I put this month and next month. And then this is where I get my sticker kit for June. And then I use these headers here. So I always put this month on this side. So this is just to list any projects I would like to get done for the current month. And then I have the next month sticker, which I put on this side, and this is to list anything that, like projects that are coming up the next month that I need to put on my radar or even start working on them during this month to get a head start. So then after I do those, I'll fill in the projects later. Then I go ahead and go through and put my color dots. So these are to mark sub things like the monthly subscription. So I like to mark any important due dates for the sub. So the first is for opening subs, and then on the 14th of the month of each month we close subs, and then on the 22nd we try to, or the week of the 22nd, we ship subs. And then not always the week of the 22nd, it's the last week of the month we try. Sometimes it could go all the way up to the last day of the month if something happens and we're running behind because of late shipments or stuff like that. But we try to do it the last full week of the month, because then on the last Friday of the month we do sub love, or that's our goal, to do sub love. So those are the due dates for our monthly subscriptions. I have summer break here because my daughter's last day is here, so I don't need to mark it there because I have summer break starting here. I like to mark first Friday though, so I think I'm also going to use one of these the pink color dots and mark first Friday. And then I have taxes, Father's Day, and that's about it. So on my monthly spreads, I don't put any other kind of birthdays or due dates or appointments and stuff like that, because I mentioned in, I think, the last video that I use this mainly for project planning. So any things that I need to plan ahead for, that's what I'm putting on here. So it's pretty bare, and then I'll go ahead and write in the things later. Usually, actually, for this monthly subscription due dates, I don't write it in because I already know what these dots mean, and they're always falling around these same dates. So that's all I do here. Super simple. And then the last thing I do for this, if I have nothing else to add, is to add a little bit of deco. So lately, let me show you guys in my planner. Lately, I've been adding very little, like more minimal than in past years. So here's like my January, and I just been putting one little sticker that kind of represents the month. So like, you know, goals are always like a January thing, and then February, love. March, I put flowers for like spring. Then April, plants for like home, because like spring cleaning and stuff like that. And then May is this like for treat yourself. That's for May, Mother's Day, treat yourself. So for June, I go to my monthly kit Deco and choose something that I think would go good. And I think I'm gonna use these sunglasses because it's summertime. So I thought that would be cute. And usually I put it around here if these boxes are empty, but since they're full, I could either put it up here or down here. And I think because I already have 2 stickers down here, I think I'll put it up here. So yeah, that's basically what I do for June, and then I fill it in as I go along if needed. So that's for this spread, but then I do have my project planning pages, and those I do every month as well. So I'll put this back in here. And then I go back here to these sections. So here's the project planning pages filled out. And I have one for health, for family, business, content, and business shop. So what I do first is I grab the inserts. I'll also grab the subscription one just to have it together. And then these already come hole punched, but I cut slits in the holes because I don't like to open my planner binder rings too much for wear and tear. So I like to cut slits in my pages, my page holes, so I can easily pop them in and out of my planner. So I'll go ahead and do that for all of these. And then I go back to my headers. So the way I made these headers is all the headers I need for the month. That's why it's listed, it's titled as monthly. So it kind of goes in order. So first is wellness. So I covered this up because I put, actually, I've been covering this up, but maybe I'll put it on this side now. So this whole insert will be project planning for wellness. And I'll write the month here. So I'll write June. I'll fill it out in a minute. And then this whole section is for menu planning. And this section will be for tracking my stats. And then on the back of this insert, it says tasks and notes. I use this section for, I'm going to be using it for one of my goals this year is food tracking, like how different types of foods affect my blood glucose levels. And I used to have a separate insert for that, but I found that I didn't need that much room. I just need a little bit of space, like this much. So now I'm going to keep it here, and then I keep this part blank for notes. So that's my wellness one, and then I have one for school, for my daughter's school. Oh yeah, I'm gonna put on this side now. Sorry if the focus is going in and out. I don't know if it is or not. I keep trying to check it, but sorry about that if it is. So that's for school, and here I put any due dates for their school, and then if they have big projects, I plan it out down here, break down the project by week. And then on the back, they have parent requirements for fundraising and volunteer hours, so I had to keep track of that. So I'll put that here. So that's for school. And then I have one of these project planning inserts for the content for our shop, like videos, blog posts, Instagram. And so here I'll kind of map out like an editorial calendar. And then down here, I'm still trying to figure out what I'm gonna use that for. I thought I was gonna use it for one purpose, but then I changed my mind. So right now it's kind of open, but it will be content related. And then on the back, I had a customer request to start posting how I use all the different product in my planner. And so I added this section here to promote the product. I would put any new releases, list it here, and then try to show you guys in Instagram photos and Instagram stories how I use it, and then I'll check it off here once I do that. And then I leave this section blank for notes. And then the last project planning page is for the actual shop. And so I have this here. And then this top part I use for also for the monthly subscription due dates. I put it here as well. And then for new releases and anything like that. And then down here I kind of make a design schedule for all the product that will be releasing for this month. I map it out down here. And then on the back I started to take requests, just like requests of comeback items that have been retired from the shop, or if you do have requests for new things. I've been taking requests to list them here and then do a poll either on Instagram or Facebook for you guys to vote what you guys want to see. So I made a section for that, and then this is just for notes there. And then I leave this blank for now. It's just for tracking all the things that go into our monthly subscription. So after I do all that, I just need to fill them out. That's just how I set it up. So even though we're still in May and I'm still filling these out for this, I will go ahead and just put these in the back to be ready for June, and I can start planning little by little for the next month. So that's for under family. This is under the business. I think I'll put this behind. So this is all for May, and then I'll start June behind May. So I have the content, the shop, and the monthly subscriptions. And so now what I'll do is I'll go ahead and fill all of the stuff in, and then I'll show you how it looks. Okay, so I think I filled it out as much as I can at this point. Of course, I'll keep adding to it as the days and weeks go on. Let me show you how I filled it out. Here on this first page, I put my top 3 goals for my top 3 priorities, which is wellness, family, and the business. Here we have a savings goal, which is kind of private, so I didn't fill that part out yet, but I have those top 3 goals. I have a couple of things here to kick off the month of tasks that need to be done. And then here, I didn't have to write anything for these colored dots because I already know it's always the same thing for subs and First Friday. I did add a couple of projects to work on and start working on. And then I usually don't have anything here on the back page. I haven't figured out what I want to use that page for yet. So for now it's blank. Added a little deco there. And then for my project planning pages in the back, this is May. So I still have May in here because we're in the middle of May. But then I have June here. So again, this will be my menu, this will be health stats, this will be food tracking. So usually it just starts off blank because I can't even put anything in here until the month arrives. In the family section, I did fill out, this is also for school, even though their last day is on the 4th, but they do have summer work and summer projects to work on, so I still use this insert for those things. And then they do still count fundraising and volunteer hours during the summer, so I'll use that part. For the business, that's May. So I have June behind May, so here's the content calendar. I put these Instagram icons for sharing my weekly spreads. These ones are for Instagram stories, sharing new releases. These are for videos, a couple of sneak peeks for the sub. I'll fill in this part once I figure out what I want to use it for, and I'll fill in these parts once I have the new releases set to go. I'll fill it in there. Then I have my shop calendar, which just has again the sub dates and then new releases there, subject to change, so don't hold me to this. And then I have my design schedule down here. I put these on removable labels too. This is the first time I did it down here. I usually do it up here. I'll see how it works, but I know sometimes things are always moving around, so I'm trying it out down here too so I can rearrange as needed. And then as your guys' requests come in, I'll list it here. And then I have a fresh monthly subscriptions insert for June. So yeah, that's everything that I do to set up my new month. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. I try to simplify my process as much as possible so it's not overwhelming, even though it still kind of seems like a lot. It's not really. It's a lot of tracking and a lot of recurring tasks, so you get used to it and it doesn't seem so overwhelming. If you have any questions about any of this, how I plan my month, please put them in the comments below and I will answer your questions. And then stay tuned for the next upcoming videos where I share how I plan my week and my days, and then I'm going to show you some extra planning tools that I use in conjunction with all of this. I hope you enjoyed this video and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.